Okay, so hey guys, and welcome back to another Sport This Week video. And in today's video, we have basketball, and NFL, the new sport, tennis, football, boxing, UFC, and Formula One news. If you are new around here though and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do indeed like the video, and let's get straight into it. So I'm going to start off with the new sport being NFL. I have picked five teams to look at. That being the Buccaneers, the Cardinals, the Ravens, New England, and another team which I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, I believe it's 5 teams, 4 or 5 teams. But yeah, so starting off this week, Ravens won 16-10 versus Browns. Cardinals won 33-22 versus Bears. Buccaneers won 30-17 versus Falcons, and Ravens lost 20-19 versus Steelers. And yeah, so that's all the NFL news. There probably won't be much each week because most teams, normally play once or twice a week. So yeah, moving on to the basketball news now though. Lakers won 110-106 versus Pistons. 76ers won 101-96 versus Magic. Heat lost 120-111 versus Nuggets. Bulls won 113-119 versus Hornets. Clippers lost 123-104 versus Pelicans. Lakers won 117-92 versus Sacramento. Heat lost 111-85 versus Cavaliers. Celtics won 88-87 versus 76ers. Clippers lost 124-115 versus Kings. Bulls won 119-115 versus Knicks. Heat won 113-104 versus Pacers. 76ers won 98-96 versus Hawks. Celtics lost 137-113 versus Jazz. 130 versus Jazz. Clippers won 119-111 versus Lakers. Bulls won 111-107 versus Nets. Heat lost 124-102 versus Bucks. Clippers lost 104-99 versus Kings, and Celtics won 145-117 versus Blazers. And yeah, that is all of the basketball news now. Moving on to the tennis news, where it was the continuation of the Davis Cup, where Germany won 2-1 versus Britain. Djokovic won 2-0 versus Bublik. Kacic plus Djokovic won 2-1 versus Goblev and Nidervisov. Medvedev won 2-0 versus Ymer. Djokovic won 2-0 versus Silic. Djokovic plus Krajinovic lost 2-0 versus Metic and Pavic. Medvedev won 2-0 versus Struff. And Russia won 2-0 versus Croatia to win the Davis Cup. So congratulations to Russia. And yeah, moving on to the football news now. Ranjnik, I don't know if I pronounced that right, is the new Man United manager. Messi won Ballon d'Or. Pedri won the Copa Trophy. Lewandowski won the inaugural Striker of the Year. Putellas won the female Ballon d'Or. England women won 20-0 versus Latvia women. Norwich drew 1-1 versus Newcastle. Leeds won 1-0 versus Palace. Southampton drew 2-2 versus Leicester. West Ham drew 1-1 versus Brighton. Wolves drew 0-0 versus Burnley. Liverpool won 4-1 versus Everton. Chelsea won 2-0 versus Man U. Man City won 2-1 versus Villa. Spurs won 2-0 versus Brentford. Man United won 3-2 versus Arsenal. West Ham won 3-2 versus Chelsea. Newcastle won 1-0 versus Burnley. Southampton drew 1-1 versus Brighton. Liverpool won 1-0 versus Wolves. Bayern won 3-2 versus Dortmund. Man City won 3-1 versus Watford. PSG drew 1-1 versus Lens. Atalanta won 3-2 versus Napoli. Madrid won 2-0 versus Sociedad. Inter won 3-0 versus Roma. Betis won 1-0 versus Barcelona. Marsch has been sacked by Leipzig. Leeds drew 2-2 versus Brentford. Man United won 1-0 versus Palace. Spurs won 3-0 versus Norwich. Villa won 2-1 versus Leicester, and Freiburg won 6-0 versus Mönchengladbach. And yeah, that is all of the football news. Moving on, I'm going to go to the Formula One news now, where it was the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. It's the penultimate Grand Prix. Hamilton was on pole, Bottas started second, and Verstappen started third. And in the end, Hamilton won, Verstappen came second, and Bottas came third after a double red flag race, meaning that both Verstappen and Hamilton are level on points for the final race in Abu Dhabi, which will definitely be an interesting race, one of the most interesting final races in a long time. Moving on to the UFC now, though. Aldo won via decision versus Font, and Fiziev won via KO in round 3 versus Riddell. And then moving on to the final sport, which is boxing. Haney won via unanimous decision versus Diaz Jr. to remain WBC World Lightweight Champion, and Davis won via unanimous decision versus Cruz. And that is all of this news this week. I hope you have enjoyed. Like the video if you didn't like the video, subscribe if you're new, and thanks for watching.